Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Sunday, June 25, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link to our Patreon in the description and comments section below. Chicago Cubs vs St. Louis Cardinals. The Chicago Cubs 2023 season has been full of ups and downs, but with recent momentum behind them, they're in striking distance of the NL Central lead, with a 9-1 record in their past 10 overall games, as well as being 6-1 in their past 7, played against right-handed starters. In their past 10, they've been red hot, tallying 9 wins over that time, and with a perfect 7-0 record against division rivals in that time, this is their chance to make a genuine push for the top. On the mound, the Cubs will turn to their hottest starter in Marcus Stroman, who has won each of his past 7 starts, throwing 48.2 innings over that time and allowing just 7 earned runs over that dominant stretch. On the year, Stroman has lowered his ERA to a career-best 2.28, and while he's likely to be a hot commodity on the trade market, he's still a Cub right now, and they'll look to him for a dominant outing once more. The St. Louis Cardinals' struggles have been one of the biggest stories in baseball this year, as a consistent franchise that have seen very few failures in recent years, but with a 1-5 record in their past 6 games played against NL Central rivals and a 4-8 mark in their past 12, there's no sign of them turning it around anytime soon. In their past 10 games, the Cardinals have tallied a 4-6 record, but with so much talent, there's got to be some positivity coming soon on such a stacked, experienced roster. On the mound, St. Louis will look to veteran Jack Flaherty, who is having one of his worst years in recent times, struggling to a 4-5 record with a dismal 4.95 ERA in 80 innings pitched. In his lone start against Chicago this year, Flaherty managed a no decision through 5 innings of work, allowing 3 runs, and after the Cubs flexed their offensive muscles in the opener of this series, they'll need a big bounce-back performance from the 6-year veteran. The St. Louis Cardinals have traditionally been a strong team in the NL Central, but they have had a difficult time against their division rivals this year. The Chicago Cubs have won the past 2 games between the two teams, and the season series is tied at 2-2. Chicago has the clear advantage on the mound in this game, as they have one of the favorites for the NL Cy Young Award starting. The Cubs also have a chance to assert their dominance in this rivalry with a win. I recommend taking the Cubs with a money line. The first game of the series was a high-scoring affair, but with 2 veteran pitchers on the mound in Game 2, we're likely to see a much different outcome. The under has hit in 12 of the last 15 meetings between these two teams, and both pitchers have been excellent this season. Stroman in particular has been dominant, and I think he'll be able to keep the Cardinals' bats in check. I'm taking the under in this one. New York Mets vs Philadelphia Phillies. The New York Mets have been doing an average job throughout the year, as they are 17th in the sport with a .717 team ops, while averaging 4.47 runs per game. They have been hitting a little bit better on the road this season, as in their 43 road games, they have a .724 ops, while scoring 4.74 runs per game. Right fielder Starling Marte has been struggling offensively as he has a .259, .313, .341 with 4 homers, 23 RBI, 34 runs scored, and 20 steals on 23 attempts. Carlos Carrasco has been struggling this year when looking at his 2023 baseball saving page, as he is in the 5th percentile in ZERA, 5th percentile in strikeout percentage, 8th percentile in XSLG, and 12th percentile in SPA. He has a 5-pitch arsenal: fastball, changeup, slider, curveball, sinker, and his sinker has been getting hit way too much as it has a .588 batting average and a 1.059 slugging percentage. Carrasco faced the Phillies once last season and won by going 6 innings and giving up 1 run on 6 hits, with 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. The Philadelphia Phillies have been a decent offensive team up to this point, as they are 13th in MLB with a .735 ops, while scoring 4.34 runs per game. Philly needs to hit a little more inside of Citizens Bank Park, as they have a team/line of 254.320.399, while averaging 4.3 runs in 33 home games. Right fielder Nick Castellanos has been hitting extremely well as he has a .857 ops with 9 home runs, 44 RBI, 45 runs scored, and 5 stolen bases while being caught twice. The Mets have been outscoring the Phillies by a wide margin recently. In their last 6 games, the Mets have averaged 5.5 runs per game, while the Phillies have averaged just 2.6 runs per game. The Mets also have a slightly better bullpen than the Phillies, and they have won 7 of their last 10 road games against the Phillies. Based on these factors, I believe the Mets are the better team and will win this game as a major underdog. Carrasco has a 4.97 ERA on the road this season, while Wheeler has a 2.93 ERA at home. Neither team has been hitting home runs lately, and the under has hit in each of the last 4 games between these two teams. I'm betting on the under again in this one, with a total of 9 runs. Texas Rangers vs New York Yankees. So far this season, the Texas Rangers have been one of the best teams at the plate, as they are third in the majors with a .794 ops, while scoring 5.99 runs per game in that span. Shortstop Corey Seager, 1.045 ops, 45 RBI, has been clicking on all cylinders, as he has a .387.457.710 line with 4 home 2 runs, 16 RBI, and an 8.11 walk-to-strikeout ratio in his last 15 games played. Nathan Eovaldi is making his 16th start of the year and is doing pretty well, as he has a 2.80 ERA and a 0.99 whip and 99.2 innings of work. Hitters have been struggling against him, as they have a .217 batting average against thus far. Eovaldi is coming off a no decision against the Chicago White Sox, where he threw 6 innings and allowed 4 runs on 5 hits with 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. The New York Yankees have also been trending poorly at the plate throughout the season, as well as they are 22nd in the sport with a .704 ops, while scoring 4.34 runs per game up to this point. Left fielder Billy McKinney, 1.006 ops, .32 OBA, has been doing extremely well and has looked like one of the top hitters lately, as he has a 1.006 ops with 4 homers and 7 RBI, with a 2.7 walk-to-strikeout ratio in his last 7 games. The Yankees have a much better bullpen than the Rangers, with a 2.89 reliever ERA to the Rangers' 4.24 ERA. The Yankees have also been more successful on the base paths lately, with 3 stolen bases in the last 7 days, compared to just 1 for the Rangers. The Yankees have also won 7 of their last 9 home games against the Rangers, so I'm going with the Yankees to win at home. These teams have combined for 7 runs in their first 2 games this series, so this should be an interesting test for these offenses. Jarrett Cole is 5-1 with a .195 batting average against with a 2.60 ERA in 10 home starts this year, while Nathan Eovaldi is 6-1 with a 2.37 ERA and a .219 opposing batting average in 9 road starts. These offenses this week are not great, as the Rangers are scoring 5.3 runs in their last 6 games, while the Yankees are averaging 2.1 runs in their previous 7 games. The under has hit in the previous 4 games against one another in Yankee Stadium, so go with under 7.5 runs in this game.